Grandma, it's Michelle, and today I'm going to show you how to use your brand new tablet. Your keyboard is not attached, so make sure when you open it, you're very careful that you don't drop it. Here's some things you need to know about a tablet. Your tablet is called an iPad. An iPad means it is a tablet that's made by Apple. You can call your iPad either an iPad or a tablet because both are correct. Chrissy has made a manual with all of your passwords and usernames in it. It also has written directions on how to do everything on your iPad. Now let's show you how to use it. The first thing you need to know is how to turn on your tablet. First, you need to open it up. You will see your tablet, your stylus, and your keyboard. Let's get rid of the keyboard for now. If you angle your tablet, you can place it so it stands up by itself. To get the stylus out of this top, there's a slot right here on the back. Just push. If your tablet has been turned off, you will need to turn it on by holding down the power button on the side for 3 seconds. When you let go, it should turn on. If you did not turn your tablet off, you can turn it on by pushing the home button. I usually do not turn off my tablet. Pushing the home button is how I always log in. Once you see this lock screen, you need to open your tablet by pushing the home button again. Then you will see your apps. If you want to turn the volume up or down, you can swipe down from this corner and do it here. Or from this home screen, you can do it up here at the top. You will see that there are 2 buttons here. This button is to go up. That's the button on the left or the top if you have your tablet upright. The button on the right or the bottom if you have your tablet upright is to turn the volume down. When you're finished using your tablet, you can touch the power button to turn it off, or you can just close it. Your tablet will turn itself off after 2 minutes. Anytime you get stuck, you can push this home button to come back here. If you push the home button twice, you will see all of the apps that you had open. So if you accidentally close out of an app, you can touch the home button twice to go to this page. If you want to close apps, you push the home button twice and then swipe up from the app. This will close the app. Keeping your apps closed will help save your battery. If you push this home button 3 times, this will come up. These are accessibility shortcuts. This is where you can touch to use the keyboard, turn on voice controls, or zoom in. Tap the cancel button if you don't want to use those. If you have the stylus out and it's not working, nothing's happening when you touch with it, that means it's either out of battery or turned off. To turn the stylus on, hold down this button at the top until the little green light comes on. Did you see the green light? Then I can let go. That means that my stylus turned on. That light will not stay on, it only flashes when you turn on the stylus. Now, I can touch things. To charge your stylus, you will use the same cord as your tablet. Just pull the little orange piece from the top and plug in your tablet cord right to that slot. Your stylus should not need to charge very often, but that's how you do it if it needs to be charged. If you want to turn your stylus off, just hold down that same power button again until the light turns on again. Did you see that green light come on? That means my stylus is now off. If I touch things, I can no longer use my stylus, but I can still use my finger. If you're finished using the keyboard or you're not going to use the keyboard, switch it to off. You can charge your keyboard by plugging it in on the side slot here. Your keyboard has its own cord and charger, so you cannot use the same one that you use on your tablet. Your keyboard should not need to charge very often. Now that my keyboard is off and I have my stylus put away, I'm ready to put away my tablet. I'm going to lift it up so I can fold it, put my keyboard in, and close it. You may see that the light's still on inside. That means that my tablet's still on. However, it will turn itself off in 2 minutes, so I'm not worried about it. If you don't want to keep your keyboard with your tablet, simply remove your keyboard and close the tablet. Your keyboard will rotate depending on what view you want to use. Simply hold it up and it'll flip. If this feature stops working, swipe down from the top and push this little lock button. Right now I have it on lock. If I don't want my keyboard to turn and I want to have it so it's always this direction, that's the button I would push. Now if I turn it, it does not turn. To turn this off, I need to swipe from my battery button. Right now it's over here, but normally it's at the top in the corner. Then I can push that lock button to unlock it. If you want to turn your tablet power all the way off, hold down the power button until this screen appears. It says slide to power off. If you want to turn it off, that's how you would do it. Now your tablet will be completely turned off. If you want to turn your tablet back on, you need to hold down that same power button until the little apple appears. Now your tablet will turn itself on. Here are some apps that I thought would be helpful. At the bottom, you have Facebook Messenger. This is where we can send messages. If you see that red circle, that's going to be telling you what messages you have and how many. You can see that you have 4 messages. Let's open it up. If you open up your messages, you will see that you have your current message that you looked at last. You will also have, on the side, other messages from other people. The blue dot means that you have a message that you have not looked at yet. If you would like to call someone or make a video call from your tablet, this is where you will do it. You will touch their name, and then up here, you will see their picture. At the top, you will see a little phone or a little video camera. Touch the phone to take a phone call. Touch the video camera to take a video. Touch the phone to make a phone call. Touch the video so you can see them and they can see you. Both of these are calls, and they're both on the internet, so they will only work when you have internet access. To get out of any screen, just push the home button. Now let's check out your browser. This is your browser. Up here, you can type in anything you'd like to look for. I'm going to type in google.com. To use your browser, just click this top bar and type in any website you would like. I'm not connected to the internet, so I won't do that now. This button is your camera. If you touch that button, you can take a picture. Let's try that now. I'm going to pick up the tablet and take a picture of this leaf. To take the picture, just push that circle button. If it flashes like that, that means you just took a picture. If you swipe down here, you can switch between a video. Right now I'm recording a video of these leaves. You could also take slow motion or time lapse. Time lapse means that it's going to go by really, really fast. I'll leave it on camera. If you want to zoom in, you do that by putting 2 fingers on the screen and zooming in by pulling them apart. To zoom out, put your 2 fingers on the screen and pull them together. If you want to take a selfie or use the front camera, which is right here, all you have to do is push this arrow button. That means switch cameras. Let's try it. Hi! I can push that button again to switch back to the other camera. Push the home button to go back. Next to the clock, you have your photos. Let's check that out now. This is where you will see all of your photos and videos that you have taken. If you touch them, they get bigger. You can switch between photos by swiping. Here's that video I took. If you can't hear the video, make sure that you check up here. See this little speaker? Right now it has a slash through it. That means it's on mute. If I touch it, it'll show me the sound. Then I'll push play.
Right now I'm recording a video of these leaves.
Touch this arrow button to go back to the other screen, and touch the home button to go home. Here you have Disney Plus. I've already created an account for you on Disney Plus. Right now I don't have internet connection, but if you have internet connection, you can scroll through videos. Next to that, we have Xfinity. We've created an account for you on Xfinity, so this is where you will go to watch TV and other movies. Then we have YouTube. YouTube is where you can go if you want to search for particular videos. Like if you want to watch for funny cat videos, you can search for them on YouTube. I will also be putting this video on YouTube, so that's where you can find it. If you want to search for a video, just tap this button right here. It looks like a magnifying glass. Then you can type in anything you'd like to search. It's not working right now because I don't have internet. Over here, you have your email. On this side, you will see all of your emails. Tap one of them to open it up. Then it'll show over here. This is where you can send emails to people or receive emails from people. This will be a different email address than the one you usually use, but Chrissy will put your email address and your password in the directions so that way you can check it anytime you want and you can give it out to people. If you grab onto the side here and pull, you're going to see your current weather. This has your location and the weather for that area. It tells you the current temperature, what the weather's like outside, the high and low for the day, as well as a forecast of the day. Underneath that, this should show your pictures. Then you have your calendar showing you any events happening and tips for your iPad. If you touch any of these, it will open up the app. So if I touch the weather, it will open up weather. If I touch your calendar, this will open up your calendar. In your calendar, you can create events by pushing the plus sign. Then you can select any day or time that you'd like and give it a name. This is a good time to show you how to use the keyboard. To turn the keyboard on, just switch this button from off to on. Your keyboard should already be connected to your tablet, so all you have to do now is type. I'm going to select title, and then I'm going to start typing. My birthday. You will also see this keyboard come up sometimes. To make this keyboard go away, you can just push that down button. If you want the keyboard to come back, you'll see a little keyboard picture in the corner. You can touch that to make it come back. Let's select a time and day. Right here, I'm going to select my day. If I touch that button, I can see a calendar. I'm going to select October 1st. Then I can select a time. If I want it to be all day, I can just switch this to green and it will be all day. Otherwise, if I want a time, I can switch it to gray and pick any time I'd like. I'm going to leave it on all day. Once you're done creating an event, don't forget to touch the Add button to add it to your calendar. Another app you have is the clock. Touch the clock to open it. This is the view of World Clock. On this, you can look at times around the world. Down here, you can set any alarms you'd like by pushing the plus button. Let's set one now for 8 a.m. Here you can set options for if you want it to repeat, want to give it a name, what sound you want to use. Let's check out the sounds. This is the current alarm. You can change it to any sound you want. You can also switch to have a snooze button or not have a snooze button. I like to have snooze. Touch save when you're done. Here is where all of your alarms will show up. If the alarm is switched to green, that means it will go off today. If it's switched to gray, it will not go off. You also have a stopwatch so you can count the time, and a timer. You can set a timer if you're doing something. I'm going to leave it on alarm and push the home button. In Notes, you can write any notes you'd like by pressing this button up here. It looks like a piece of paper with a pen on it. You can write with your stylus, or you can type with the keyboard. You can also touch this button. It's a pen with an A on it, and then whatever you write will be turned into text. It saves all of your notes on this page. Press the home button to go home. Next to that, you have voice memos. Voice memos means that you will have to talk to record. Press this button to record any voice memos. Next, you have maps. Maps will show you where you are. Right now, I have no internet connection. Whenever you do not have internet connection, you will not be able to use maps. You can also search for places up here in the search bar. So if you want to know where the nearest McDonald's is, you can just type that in right there. There's a speakerphone next to it. If you press the speakerphone, just tell it McDonald's, and then it'll search for all the McDonald's. Press the home button to go home. Right here, this is a collection of apps. I'll open it for now. These are all apps that I don't think you will need to use right now, but they're here if you want them. You have a calendar, your settings, the App Store to add new apps, and a variety of other things. Here's an important question to answer. When will you have internet access? You will have internet access at home and in a lot of public places, such as McDonald's. Your tablet should automatically connect to the internet by itself, so you shouldn't need to do anything. However, if you're not sure if you have internet access or you're having trouble using one of the apps, you can check by pulling down from this corner. Here you will see your options. You can change your volume, change your brightness. You can also change the font size and zoom in. You can touch the camera to take a picture. But right here is where you're going to see if you have internet or not. This blue button means that you can connect to your keyboard because that means Bluetooth. This button next to it is your internet. If you want to double check it, just put your finger on it and hold it down. It has to be blue to be turned on. If it's gray, that's your problem. Just tap it to turn it to a different color. If you hold down that button, this will come up. Then you can select which internet you want to connect to. Let's do a quick review of things you need to know. To turn your tablet on, push the power button or the home button. To get out of this lock screen, push the home button. Here you have your apps that you might want to use. You have your Facebook Messenger, your internet, and your camera. Here's your email. This is to watch TV, and this is to watch Disney. You can view your photos by clicking on that. Anytime you open an app, you can close it by pushing this home button. To use the stylus, push out from the back and pull it out. If your stylus isn't working, hold down that top button to turn it on until that green light appears. To use the keyboard, you will need to turn it on. Switch the switch from off to on. It will automatically connect, then you can type. When you're finished using the keyboard, switch it back to off. If at any time your tablet, keyboard, or stylus is not working, try charging it. Now that you know how to use your iPad, I hope you really enjoy using it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!